Today, we're exploring the art of cultivating gratitude as a daily practice, drawing from the wisdom of Buddhism and the principles of the law of attraction. Join us as we discover how embracing gratitude can bring more joy, abundance, and fulfillment into your life. Understanding emotions. Understanding emotions is fundamental to our daily lives. Emotions are like the colors of our inner landscape, painting our experiences with vibrancy and depth. But what exactly are emotions? In simple terms, emotions are our body's way of communicating with us, signaling how we feel about something or someone. They can range from joy and excitement to sadness and anger, each serving a unique purpose in guiding our actions and decisions. To truly understand emotions, we need to peel back the layers and examine their inner workings. Emotions are complex, involving a combination of physiological responses, cognitive interpretations, and behavioral reactions. When we experience an emotion, our brain sends signals to various parts of our body, triggering changes in our heart rate, breathing, and hormone levels. These physiological responses often accompany subjective feelings, such as happiness or fear, which are shaped by our past experiences, beliefs, and cultural norms. But emotions are not just passive reactions, they also influence how we perceive and interact with the world around us. For example, when we feel afraid, our perception narrows, and we become hypervigilant to potential threats. Conversely, when we feel happy, our attention broadens, allowing us to savor the present moment and connect with others more easily. One common misconception about emotions is that they are either good or bad. In reality, all emotions serve a purpose and have value. Even so-called negative emotions, like sadness or anger, play an important role in our lives. Sadness, for instance, can help us process loss and gain clarity about what truly matters to us. Anger, on the other hand, can signal when our boundaries have been violated and motivate us to take action to protect ourselves or others. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions as well as the emotions of others. It involves being aware of our emotional triggers and patterns, regulating our responses in challenging situations, and empathizing with the feelings of those around us. Cultivating emotional intelligence is essential for building healthy relationships, making sound decisions, and thriving in various aspects of life. So, how can we enhance our understanding of emotions and develop greater emotional intelligence? One approach is through mindfulness practice. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment with openness, curiosity, and acceptance. By practicing mindfulness, we can become more attuned to our emotions as they arise, without judgment or resistance. This heightened awareness allows us to respond to our emotions more skillfully, rather than reacting impulsively or being overwhelmed by them. Another valuable tool for understanding emotions is self-reflection. Taking time to reflect on our experiences, thoughts, and feelings can provide valuable insights into our emotional landscape. Journaling, meditation, or simply engaging in meaningful conversations with trusted friends or mentors can help us gain clarity and perspective on our emotions. Understanding emotions is an ongoing journey, one that requires patience, curiosity, and self-compassion. By embracing the full spectrum of our emotions and learning to navigate them with skill and resilience, we can cultivate deeper connections, find greater fulfillment, and live more authentically. So, let's continue to explore the rich tapestry of human emotions, knowing that each one has something valuable to teach us about ourselves and the world we inhabit. Taming emotions with the law of attraction. Taming emotions with the law of attraction is a powerful concept that can profoundly impact our lives. The law of attraction suggests that like attracts like, meaning our thoughts and emotions have the power to shape our reality. When we understand and harness this principle, we can cultivate greater emotional balance and attract more positive experiences into our lives. So, how exactly can we apply the law of attraction to tame our emotions? It starts with awareness. Becoming aware of our thoughts and emotions is the first step in the process. Often, we may not even realize the negative or limiting beliefs that are running through our minds, influencing our emotions and actions. By bringing conscious awareness to our inner dialogue, we can begin to identify and challenge any negative patterns or beliefs that no longer serve us. Once we've identified these patterns, we can start to shift our focus toward more positive and empowering thoughts. This doesn't mean ignoring or suppressing negative emotions. Rather, it's about consciously choosing where we direct our attention and energy. When we catch ourselves dwelling on negativity, we can gently redirect our thoughts toward more uplifting and constructive perspectives. Visualization is another powerful tool for taming emotions with the law of attraction. By vividly imagining the outcomes we desire and the emotions associated with them, we can begin to manifest them into reality. Visualization allows us to tap into the power of our subconscious mind, programming it with positive images and emotions that align with our goals and desires. Affirmations are another effective way to reprogram our subconscious mind and tame our emotions. Affirmations are positive statements that we repeat to ourselves regularly, reinforcing empowering beliefs and attitudes. By affirming our worthiness, abundance, and resilience, we can counteract any negative self-talk and cultivate a mindset of positivity and possibility. Gratitude is perhaps one of the most potent practices for taming emotions with the law of attraction. When we focus on what we're grateful for, we shift our perspective from lack to abundance, from fear to love. Gratitude opens our hearts and minds to the blessings that surround us, fostering a sense of joy, contentment, and connection. It's important to remember that taming our emotions with the law of attraction is not about denying or suppressing our feelings. Emotions are a natural and essential part of the human experience, and denying them can lead to further internal discord. Instead, it's about acknowledging our emotions, honoring them, and then consciously choosing how we want to respond to them. By aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with the principles of the law of attraction, we can cultivate greater emotional mastery and create the life we truly desire. It's a journey of self-discovery and empowerment, one that invites us to take ownership of our thoughts and emotions and to step into our full potential. So, let's embrace the power of the law of attraction to tame our emotions and create a life filled with joy, abundance, and fulfillment. Buddhist perspective on emotional balance. The Buddhist perspective on emotional balance offers profound wisdom that can help us navigate the ups and downs of life with greater ease and clarity. Central to this perspective is the recognition of impermanence, the understanding that all things, including our emotions, are transient and ever-changing. By embracing this truth, we can cultivate a sense of equanimity that allows us to ride the waves of emotion without being swept away by them. One of the key teachings in Buddhism is the concept of mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment, observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment. When we practice mindfulness, we become aware of the impermanent nature of our emotions, recognizing that they arise and pass away like clouds in the sky. This awareness helps us to detach from our emotions, reducing their grip on our minds and allowing us to respond to them with greater wisdom and compassion. Another important aspect of the Buddhist perspective on emotional balance is the cultivation of compassion. Compassion involves recognizing the suffering of ourselves and others and responding with kindness and empathy. When we approach our emotions with compassion, we create space for healing and transformation. Instead of getting caught up in self-judgment or blame, we can offer ourselves the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a dear friend who is struggling. In addition to mindfulness and compassion, Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of cultivating wisdom. Wisdom involves seeing things as they truly are, beyond our habitual patterns of thought and perception. When we cultivate wisdom, we gain insight into the true nature of our emotions, recognizing that they are not fixed or permanent but are instead conditioned by various causes and conditions. This understanding allows us to let go of attachment to our emotions, freeing ourselves from the cycle of suffering. One of the most powerful practices for cultivating emotional balance in Buddhism is loving-kindness meditation. This practice involves cultivating feelings of love, kindness, and goodwill toward ourselves and others. By intentionally directing loving kindness toward ourselves, we can heal past wounds and develop greater self-compassion. When we extend loving kindness to others, we create positive connections and foster a sense of interconnectedness and belonging. The Buddhist perspective on emotional balance invites us to cultivate a mind that is spacious, open, and compassionate. Instead of being driven by our emotions, we can learn to observe them with curiosity and acceptance, recognizing that they are simply passing phenomena. By practicing mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom, we can develop greater resilience and inner peace, even in the face of life's challenges. The Buddhist perspective on emotional balance offers profound insights and practical tools for navigating the complexities of the human experience. By embracing impermanence, cultivating mindfulness and compassion, and developing wisdom, we can find greater ease and equanimity in our lives. So let us continue to explore these teachings and integrate them into our daily lives, knowing that they have the power to transform our relationship with ourselves and the world around us. Integrating practices for emotional well-being. Integrating practices for emotional well-being is essential for living a fulfilling and balanced life. There are many different tools and techniques that we can incorporate into our daily routines to support our mental and emotional health. One such practice is mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment with openness and curiosity, without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, we can develop greater awareness of our thoughts and emotions, allowing us to respond to them more skillfully. Another valuable practice for emotional well-being is gratitude. Cultivating gratitude involves recognizing and appreciating the blessings in our lives, both big and small. Research has shown that practicing gratitude can have a profound impact on our mental and emotional health, leading to increased happiness, resilience, and overall well-being. Simple practices like keeping a gratitude journal or expressing gratitude to others can help us cultivate a more positive outlook on life. Self-care is another important aspect of emotional well-being. Self-care involves taking intentional actions to nurture and nourish ourselves, physically, mentally, and emotionally. This can include activities like getting enough sleep, eating nourishing foods, exercising regularly, and engaging in hobbies and activities that bring us joy and fulfillment. When we prioritize self-care, we replenish our energy reserves and build resilience to stress and adversity. Connecting with others is also essential for emotional well-being. Humans are social beings, and we thrive on connection and belonging. Spending time with loved ones, building supportive relationships, and seeking out community can provide us with a sense of connection and support that is vital for our emotional health. Even simple acts of kindness and compassion toward others can boost our mood and enhance our sense of well-being. Practicing forgiveness is another powerful tool for emotional well-being. Holding on to resentment and anger can weigh us down and negatively impact our mental and emotional health. By practicing forgiveness, we release ourselves from the burden of resentment and free up space for healing and growth. This doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior or forgetting past transgressions, but rather letting go of the negative emotions that are holding us back. Finding purpose and meaning in our lives is essential for emotional well-being. When we have a sense of purpose, we feel motivated, fulfilled, and connected to something greater than ourselves. This could be pursuing meaningful work, engaging in creative endeavors, or contributing to causes that are important to us. By aligning our actions with our values and passions, we can cultivate a sense of purpose that gives meaning and direction to our lives. Integrating practices for emotional well-being is crucial for living a fulfilling and balanced life. By incorporating mindfulness, gratitude, self-care, connection, forgiveness, and purpose into our daily routines, we can cultivate greater resilience, happiness, and overall well-being. So let us continue to explore these practices and find what works best for us, knowing that they have the power to transform our lives for the better. Cultivating mindfulness in daily life. Cultivating mindfulness in daily life is a powerful practice that can bring greater peace, clarity, and presence to our lives. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment with openness and curiosity, without judgment or attachment. It's about bringing our full awareness to whatever we're doing, whether it's eating a meal, walking in nature, or simply breathing. One way to cultivate mindfulness in daily life is through mindful breathing. This involves bringing our attention to the sensations of our breath as it enters and leaves our body. We can notice the rise and fall of our chest or the sensation of air passing through our nostrils. By anchoring our awareness to the breath, we can quiet the chatter of our mind and bring ourselves into the present moment. Another way to cultivate mindfulness is through mindful eating. Instead of rushing through meals or eating on autopilot, we can take the time to savor each bite, noticing the flavors, textures, and sensations of the food. We can also pay attention to our body's hunger and fullness cues, eating when we're hungry and stopping when we're satisfied. By eating mindfully, we can develop a deeper appreciation for the nourishment that food provides and cultivate a healthier relationship with eating. Mindful walking is another powerful practice for cultivating mindfulness in daily life. Instead of walking with our minds lost in thought, we can bring our attention to the sensations of our feet touching the ground, the movement of our muscles, and the sights and sounds around us. We can walk slowly and deliberately, noticing the rhythm of our breath and the feeling of each step. By walking mindfully, we can connect more deeply with our bodies and the world around us. Mindfulness can also be cultivated through everyday activities like washing dishes, doing laundry, or brushing our teeth. Instead of rushing through these tasks or trying to multitask, we can bring our full attention to the sensations and movements involved. We can notice the warmth of the water on our hands, the feeling of the soap suds, and the sound of the dishes clinking together. By approaching these activities with mindfulness, we can turn them into opportunities for relaxation and presence. One of the keys to cultivating mindfulness in daily life is consistency. Like any skill, mindfulness requires practice and repetition to develop. By setting aside dedicated time each day for mindfulness practice, we can strengthen our ability to be present and attentive in every moment. Whether it's a formal meditation practice or simply taking a few moments to pause and breathe, consistent practice is essential for cultivating mindfulness. Cultivating mindfulness in daily life is a simple yet profound practice that can bring greater peace, clarity, and presence to our lives. By bringing our full attention to the present moment, whether it's through mindful breathing, eating, walking, or everyday activities, we can cultivate a deeper sense of connection with ourselves and the world around us. So let us continue to explore and embrace the practice of mindfulness, knowing that it has the power to transform our lives for the better. Practicing self-compassion and self-love. Practicing self-compassion and self-love is a powerful way to cultivate greater happiness, resilience, and well-being in our lives. Self-compassion involves treating ourselves with kindness, understanding, and acceptance, especially in times of difficulty or struggle. It means recognizing our own worthiness and inherent value, regardless of our perceived flaws or shortcomings. One way to practice self-compassion is through self-care. Self-care involves taking intentional actions to nurture and nourish ourselves, physically, mentally, and emotionally. This can include activities like getting enough sleep, eating nourishing foods, exercising regularly, and engaging in hobbies or activities that bring us joy and fulfillment. By prioritizing self-care, we can replenish our energy reserves and build resilience to stress and adversity. Another important aspect of self-compassion is self-acceptance. Self-acceptance involves embracing ourselves exactly as we are, with all of our strengths and weaknesses, successes and failures. It means letting go of unrealistic expectations and judgments and recognizing that we are worthy of love and belonging just as we are. By practicing self-acceptance, we can cultivate greater self-confidence and inner peace. Self-compassion also involves being mindful of our inner dialogue and treating ourselves with kindness and compassion, even when we make mistakes or face challenges. Instead of berating ourselves for our perceived failures, we can offer ourselves the same understanding and encouragement that we would offer to a dear friend who is struggling. By practicing self-compassionate self-talk, we can cultivate a more positive and supportive relationship with ourselves. Forgiveness is another important aspect of self-compassion. Holding on to grudges or resentments only serves to weigh us down and perpetuate feelings of anger and bitterness. By practicing forgiveness, we release ourselves from the burden of resentment and free up space for healing and growth. This doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior or forgetting past transgressions, but rather letting go of the negative emotions that are holding us back. Cultivating self-compassion and self-love is not always easy, especially in a world that often emphasizes self-criticism and comparison. However, with practice and patience, we can develop greater self-compassion and learn to treat ourselves with the kindness and understanding that we deserve. By nurturing a loving and compassionate relationship with ourselves, we can cultivate greater happiness, resilience, and well-being and create a life filled with meaning and purpose. Practicing self-compassion and self-love is a powerful way to cultivate greater happiness, resilience, and well-being in our lives. By treating ourselves with kindness, understanding, and acceptance, especially in times of difficulty or struggle, we can nurture a loving and compassionate relationship with ourselves. So let us continue to explore and embrace the practice of self-compassion, knowing that it has the power to transform our lives for the better. Cultivating compassion for others. Cultivating compassion for others is a transformative practice that can bring greater joy, connection, and fulfillment to our lives. Compassion involves recognizing the suffering of others and responding with kindness, empathy, and a desire to help. It's about opening our hearts to the struggles and pain of those around us and offering support and understanding in whatever way we can. One way to cultivate compassion for others is through empathetic listening. Empathetic listening involves truly being present with another person, fully hearing and understanding their thoughts, feelings, and experiences without judgment or interruption. It's about putting aside our own concerns and agendas and giving our full attention to the other person, validating their emotions and offering support and empathy. Another important aspect of cultivating compassion for others is practicing kindness and generosity. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, can have a profound impact on the well-being of others and can help to foster a sense of connection and belonging. Whether it's offering a listening ear to a friend in need, volunteering in our community, or simply smiling at a stranger, acts of kindness can ripple out and create positive change in the world. Compassion also involves cultivating a sense of empathy and understanding for others, especially those who may be different from us or who may be experiencing challenges or hardships. This means stepping outside of our own perspectives and trying to see the world through the eyes of others, recognizing the common humanity that binds us all together. By cultivating empathy, we can bridge divides, build connections, and foster a more compassionate and inclusive world. Another important aspect of cultivating compassion for others is practicing forgiveness and letting go of resentment and anger. Holding on to grudges or resentment only serves to perpetuate feelings of animosity and division, whereas practicing forgiveness allows us to release ourselves from the burden of negativity and move forward with greater peace and understanding. This doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior or forgetting past transgressions, but rather letting go of the negative emotions that are holding us back and opening our hearts to the possibility of healing and reconciliation. Cultivating compassion for others involves taking action to alleviate suffering and promote justice and equality. This may involve advocating for social change, speaking out against injustice, or supporting organizations and initiatives that work to address systemic issues and improve the lives of others. By actively engaging in efforts to create a more compassionate and just world, we can make a meaningful difference in the lives of others and contribute to a more caring and empathetic society. Cultivating compassion for others is a powerful practice that can bring greater joy, connection, and fulfillment to our lives. By practicing empathetic listening, kindness and generosity, empathy and understanding, forgiveness, and taking action to alleviate suffering, we can foster a more compassionate and inclusive world. So let us continue to explore and embrace the practice of compassion, knowing that it has the power to transform our lives and the lives of others for the better. Embracing impermanence and letting go. Embracing impermanence and letting go is a profound practice that can bring greater peace, freedom, and acceptance into our lives. Impermanence is the understanding that all things, including our thoughts, feelings, and experiences, are constantly changing and transient. By embracing impermanence, we can learn to let go of attachments and expectations, allowing us to live more fully in the present moment. One way to embrace impermanence and let go is through mindfulness practice. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment with openness and curiosity, without judgment or attachment. When we practice mindfulness, we become more aware of the impermanent nature of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations, allowing us to let go of attachments and expectations and simply be with what is. Another important aspect of embracing impermanence is accepting the reality of change. Change is a natural and inevitable part of life, yet many of us resist it, clinging to the familiar and fearing the unknown. By accepting the reality of change, we can learn to let go of resistance and surrender to the flow of life, trusting that whatever arises will also pass away. Letting go also involves releasing ourselves from the grip of the past and the worries of the future, and instead focusing on the present moment. The past is gone and the future is uncertain, yet we often spend so much time and energy dwelling on them, causing unnecessary stress and anxiety. By letting go of the past and the future, we can free ourselves from the burden of regret and worry and fully engage with the richness of the present moment. Practicing gratitude is another powerful way to embrace impermanence and let go. Gratitude involves recognizing and appreciating the blessings in our lives, both big and small. When we cultivate a mindset of gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, fostering a sense of contentment and abundance. By embracing gratitude, we can let go of feelings of scarcity and inadequacy and open ourselves up to the abundance that surrounds us. Embracing impermanence and letting go involves cultivating a sense of detachment from outcomes and expectations. We often cling to specific outcomes or expectations, believing that they will bring us happiness or fulfillment. Yet, when we become overly attached to outcomes, we set ourselves up for disappointment and suffering. By letting go of attachment to outcomes and surrendering to the flow of life, we can find greater peace and freedom in the present moment. Embracing impermanence and letting go is a profound practice that can bring greater peace, freedom, and acceptance into our lives. By practicing mindfulness, accepting the reality of change, letting go of the past and the future, cultivating gratitude, and embracing detachment from outcomes, we can learn to live more fully in the present moment and find greater peace and contentment in our lives. So let us continue to explore and embrace the practice of embracing impermanence and letting go, knowing that it has the power to transform our lives for the better. Building resilience through adversity. Building resilience through adversity is a journey that many of us will face at some point in our lives. Adversity comes in many forms, whether it's a personal setback, a professional challenge, or a global crisis, and it can test our strength, courage, and perseverance. Yet, it's also an opportunity for growth, learning, and transformation. One of the key aspects of building resilience through adversity is cultivating a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and perseverance. Instead of seeing challenges as insurmountable obstacles, we see them as opportunities for learning and growth. By embracing a growth mindset, we can approach adversity with a sense of curiosity and resilience, knowing that we have the capacity to overcome obstacles and emerge stronger on the other side. Another important aspect of building resilience is developing a strong support network. Surrounding ourselves with friends, family, and mentors who can offer encouragement, guidance, and emotional support can make a world of difference when we're facing adversity. Having people we can turn to for support can help us feel less alone and more capable of navigating the challenges that come our way. Practicing self-care is also essential for building resilience through adversity. Taking care of our physical, mental, and emotional well-being can help us cope with stress, regulate our emotions, and maintain a sense of balance and perspective during difficult times. This can include activities like getting enough sleep, eating nourishing foods, exercising regularly, and engaging in activities that bring us joy and relaxation. Another important aspect of building resilience is cultivating adaptability and flexibility. In the face of adversity, it's important to be able to adapt to changing circumstances and find creative solutions to problems. This may involve stepping outside of our comfort zones, taking calculated risks, and being open to new opportunities and possibilities. By cultivating adaptability and flexibility, we can navigate uncertainty with greater ease and confidence. Practicing gratitude is also a powerful way to build resilience through adversity. Gratitude involves recognizing and appreciating the blessings in our lives, even in the midst of challenges and difficulties. When we cultivate a mindset of gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, fostering a sense of optimism and resilience. By practicing gratitude, we can find strength and resilience in the face of adversity, knowing that there is always something to be thankful for. Building resilience through adversity is a journey that requires courage, perseverance, and self-compassion. By cultivating a growth mindset, developing a strong support network, practicing self-care, cultivating adaptability and flexibility, and practicing gratitude, we can build the resilience we need to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. So let us continue to embrace the journey of building resilience, knowing that it has the power to transform our lives and make us stronger, wiser, and more resilient in the face of adversity. Cultivating gratitude as a daily practice. Cultivating gratitude as a daily practice is a simple yet powerful way to bring more joy, abundance, and fulfillment into our lives. Gratitude involves recognizing and appreciating the blessings, big and small, that we encounter each day, from the air we breathe to the people we love. By cultivating a mindset of gratitude, we can shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, fostering a sense of contentment and abundance. One way to cultivate gratitude as a daily practice is by keeping a gratitude journal. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on the things you're grateful for and write them down in your journal. This could be anything from the kindness of a stranger to the beauty of nature to the support of loved ones. By regularly recording your blessings, you can train your mind to focus on the positive aspects of your life and cultivate a deeper sense of gratitude. Another way to cultivate gratitude is by practicing gratitude meditation. Find a quiet place to sit and close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Then, bring to mind something or someone you're grateful for and hold it in your heart for a few moments. Notice how it makes you feel and allow yourself to fully experience the gratitude in your body and mind. You can also use gratitude affirmations or mantras to cultivate a sense of gratitude throughout the day. Practicing gratitude in everyday moments is also important for cultivating gratitude as a daily practice. Take the time to notice and appreciate the small blessings that surround you, whether it's a beautiful sunrise, a delicious meal, or a friendly smile from a stranger. By bringing awareness to these moments and savoring them fully, you can cultivate a greater sense of gratitude and appreciation for the richness of life. Expressing gratitude to others is another powerful way to cultivate gratitude as a daily practice. Take the time to thank the people in your life who have made a positive impact on you, whether it's a friend, family member, or colleague. Write them a note, send them a text, or simply tell them in person how much you appreciate them. Not only will expressing gratitude strengthen your relationships, but it will also deepen your own sense of gratitude and appreciation. Cultivating gratitude as a daily practice involves shifting your perspective to focus on the abundance that surrounds you. Instead of dwelling on what you lack or what's going wrong in your life, focus on the blessings and opportunities that are present. By reframing your thoughts in this way, you can cultivate a sense of gratitude and abundance that will enrich every aspect of your life. Cultivating gratitude as a daily practice is a simple yet powerful way to bring more joy, abundance, and fulfillment into our lives. Whether it's keeping a gratitude journal, practicing gratitude meditation, appreciating everyday moments, expressing gratitude to others, or shifting our perspective to focus on abundance, there are many ways to cultivate gratitude in our daily lives. So let us continue to embrace the practice of gratitude, knowing that it has the power to transform our lives and bring more joy and fulfillment into every day. We've explored the transformative power of mindfulness, gratitude, resilience, and compassion, drawing insights from ancient wisdom traditions and modern psychology. From building resilience through adversity to cultivating gratitude as a daily practice, we've discovered practical strategies to enhance our well-being and create a more fulfilling life. Mindfulness, the practice of being fully present and aware in the present moment, offers us a powerful tool for navigating life's challenges with greater ease and clarity. By cultivating mindfulness, we can reduce stress, increase focus, and deepen our connection to ourselves and the world around us. Gratitude, the practice of recognizing and appreciating the blessings in our lives, invites us to shift our perspective from scarcity to abundance. By cultivating gratitude, we can foster a greater sense of contentment, joy, and fulfillment even in the midst of difficulties. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity and thrive in the face of challenges, is a skill that can be cultivated through practice and perseverance. By building resilience, we can navigate life's ups and downs with greater strength, courage, and grace. Compassion, the practice of recognizing and alleviating the suffering of others, invites us to cultivate empathy, kindness, and understanding in our relationships and interactions with others. By practicing compassion, we can foster deeper connections, build stronger communities, and create a more compassionate and inclusive world. Together, these practices offer us a roadmap to living a more mindful, grateful, resilient, and compassionate life. By integrating these practices into our daily lives, we can enhance our well-being, cultivate greater happiness and fulfillment, and make a positive impact in the world around us. As we conclude our journey together, I invite you to take what you've learned and put it into practice in your own life. Whether it's starting a gratitude journal, practicing mindfulness meditation, or reaching out to offer support to someone in need, small actions can have a big impact on our well-being and the well-being of others. Thank you for joining me on this journey of exploration and discovery. I hope you found inspiration, insight, and practical tools to help you live a more mindful, grateful, resilient, and compassionate life. Remember, the power to transform your life lies within you. So let's embrace these practices and create a life filled with meaning, purpose, and joy. If you found value in video today's on mindfulness, gratitude, resilience, and compassion, I invite you to take a moment to let us know in the comments below. Your feedback is incredibly valuable and helps us tailor our content to better serve your needs. So, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, don't hesitate to share your thoughts with us. We're here to support you on your journey to greater well-being and fulfillment. Thank you for being a part of our community.